Hi guys, I'm Multinato and thank you for buying my arcade logo template. In this template you can see the edit me folder, which is number 2 here. It's very simple to include your logo. Just double click the logo layer, composition. I already have Envato logo here to show you the difference. Just drag it in. You can just turn my octopus logo off or just delete it. If you have a vector file, don't forget to activate your collapse transformations to give it high quality. Just scale it up to the size that you want. Go back to your final composition to see what it looks like right here at the end. Just give it a sec too. Okay, I can still make that larger. I'm just going to make that really fill up the screen here. Okay, let's go to our slogan now. Just double click your slogan composition. As you can see, I have this marker on the timeline, edit at this mark. So you can actually, or you can edit at the end here. Just double click that and you can just edit the text. And of course you can also edit the font. I'm just going to put a regular, and you can just take away the outline here and just make that black. I'm just going to capitalize that. Like that. I'm going to make that capitals. Okay. So basically you just got a slogan here, and just go to the end so you can see what you're doing. That's so you know what you can do. Just play around with that and just try different settings for your text or whatever looks good with your logo. Another thing is we have this pixel effect. The pixel effect, pixel effect is what makes our whole logo look pixelized through the whole animation, except the end where our logo just digitalizes into the final quality that it has. In this case, I'm just going to show you a little bit of the. See, it has this pixelized outline of it. Just go further in here. You can see it's all pixelized, and that's an option that you can actually have here on this pixel effect. If you don't see it, just click here so you can see the background. We'll put them full quality so you can see what you're doing. As you can see, it has this pixelized effect. Just select the logo layer, go to effects controls, and you'll see it has this mosaic effect on it. You can actually turn that on or off, and you can actually make those pixels bigger if you want, just lowering down the numbers, or more or less the same numbers, and actually make them more pixelized or less pixelized. You can just go to like higher numbers, or not pixelized at all. If you go to the final composition, you can actually see now our logo right here. Not pixelized. Put this in final. It's not pixelized. It's being built in cubes still, but the edge will be really fine now. Just check how that ended up in this preview. Just give it a sec. You can see now it's really smooth. So basically, if you don't want this pixelized effect at the beginning of your animation, or at the end with our animation, our logo fixes right at the end, you can actually just turn that off. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to turn it on because I like it. Anyway, as for our customization for this project, well, first we need to talk about music. I've got these pre-comps for the music, and all you have to do is just if you use the same music that I did for the for the project, you can just drag your music in here, and if you use the effects, you can just drag it into your ding effects composition and your music composition for the music. So feel free to use those for the music and the sound effects. If you use the ones that I've suggested for this project, if you use anything else, you can just drag it onto the timeline and adjust it yourself. Okay. Another thing would be, okay, now we have to do is adjust our colors. Color control, you've got the color control composition. Actually, it's not here in the tutorial, but it will be in your template. It will be here in the edit me. You'll have the color control. Just got the color control here, and the color control basically works with these three positions, and actually a fourth position over here. This is to see your colors at the end, so you can just turn that off. Just go here and turn camera 2 on. Just turn camera 2 so you can actually see your end logo right there, and just turn that camera off if you want to see the blocks. This is a time mark for blocks 1, time mark for blocks 2, and time mark for block 3. Every block has the main block and it has a sheet on top. So as you can see, this has a purple on the top and it has this pink on the side. If you go to block 1, you'll actually go to effects control, and you can see that you've got this top layer. If you turn that off, it'll turn off that top layer like a sheet on top of the blocks. So you can actually have separate colors for the side and the top layers. So basically on the side we have this one, it's a tint 2. We can actually just go green because it's in the bottom. I'm just going to go another yellow. It's got 2 colors, and like I said, you can't see what's going on, so just turn that one off and you can actually see what's going on now. Turn on that, and here I'm just going to go for another darker green. Okay, so that's block 1. Block 2 you can just activate here. It's the same situation, you've got the red on the side and blue on top. Just select block 2 and top layer, just turn that off to see what's going on. It's red. I'm going to go with just change that color to greenish. I'm going to leave it like that, and the top bar I'm actually going to change that to a turquoise kind of color. Okay, and then the third instance will be our logo, which has the final color, which is the tint. I've actually kept it to 0 because I don't want to change the color of our logo. But if I do change this to another color and bring this tint amount up, it will change the color of our logo. But we don't. This is the last logo, so this is the color of our final logo. We'll leave that on. As for our tint 2, that's the side color. I'm going to leave it to those colors too, but you can always turn this off to actually see what's going on, and back on. Okay. So basically these are the colors that are working now. If you go to our final composition, you can actually see those colors at work, and that's for all the blocks. In our color control, we also have background control. You can actually change the colors for the background. My suggestion would be keep this in the white and black if you can, and basically you can just change what's around here. If you have any problems with these, if any combinations you create are really weird, you can just contact me through my video message box, and I can help you with that. I'm going to put that back to white. The grid is this grid of color over here. Over here it's purple. I can actually go green, change that to green, and actually turn them. Because it's white, it goes white to the end, so it basically fades into the white background. There you go. The glow, you can actually turn the glow higher if you want, or you can actually turn that lower, just keep it about 60. And the shadows, if you're using white backgrounds, the shadows can be like it is here. If you're using dark shadows, you can just put that 100 and your shadows will go darker, especially if you're using a dark background, look better. Okay, basically that's it. If you have any problems with this or you have any suggestions, please contact me through my message box. And as for rendering for the beginners, just select your final composition. Go to render me, final composition, add to render queue. Drag that over here. Select. I always select QuickTime. Choose H.264 codec, audio output. Okay, and then just choose your final output and your final location for your render, and just render it out. Won't take too long to render this, but of course it depends on the computer you're using. If you have any, like I said, if you have any problems with this, feel free to contact me through my message box. Thanks once again for buying my template.